Hi guys, I'm going to take you through a yoga class just to unwind before you guys go to bed. This is requested by Pat, so thank you for always following along and getting your practice in, even if with your daughter. I appreciate your support. So you've asked for this one, so this one's for you. Just yoga is good for you at nighttime. If anybody's like an overthinker, or if you just need to kind of get relaxed after a long day of work and just try to unwind. So yoga's good depending on what your schedule is like before bed. There's some people that like to do it in the morning time just as a way to start their day, which is fine too. Everybody's different. I like my practice whenever, just because that's what I enjoy. So you can pick your schedule just like a workout routine, just like yoga. So when you guys are ready, we'll come into a comfortable seated position, however that looks like for you guys tonight. Just finding that seat, allowing that spine to extend, the shoulders to drop down away from the ears. Maybe closing down those eyes just for a moment. Then settling down in towards that breath. Inhaling in through that nose, into the chest, down along to the base of the spine as you feel the pelvic bowl. That inhale. And then when you're ready, slowly releasing that breath all the way back up to the top of the spine, to the chest, to the throat, and then back out through your nose. If needing to, add a count of 4 seconds as you inhale, pausing that breath at the base of the spine for 4 seconds, and then exhaling for 4 seconds. Just finding that steady rhythm of inhales and exhales that works for your body. Finding a breath that releases tension or any stress from your day. And taking that exhale to allow everything to just let go. And then allowing this breath to be carried with you throughout your practice. Knowing that it's okay if the breath gets left behind, and just simply find your way back to it. So next inhale, we're going to sweep those hands all the way up overhead. Lengthen out through those arms, those fingertips. And exhale, dropping that right hand down beside you. And then leaning that left arm over towards the right. Keeping that spine extended, shoulders down away from the ears. Bending that right elbow if you need to. Finding that stretch in that left side body. Next inhale, slowly lifting back up, coming towards center. On an exhale, dropping the left hand down towards the ground, and that right arm over towards the left. Feeling that stretch in that right side body now. Continuing to keep that spine extended. Next inhale, slowly lifting back up towards center. Exhale, those hands down towards heart center. then we're going to bring those feet together, coming towards that bound ankle. You can grab onto the feet or onto the ankles. Just gently allowing those hips to open up. Allowing those knees to fall down towards the earth. And then either choosing to stay lifted, or then exhale, you can rotate those elbows to the outside of those shins, coming forward, right in that forward fold, relaxing down the head and the neck. Maybe rounding that spine just a little bit, drawing back those shoulders, and just settling in towards that breath here. Your next inhale, you can slowly start to lift, rotating those elbows back out, coming back to coming back towards that straight spine. Then we're just going to gently let go of that left leg, sending that left leg out to the side. We're going to bring both hands to the outside of that left leg, lengthen it through that spine, and then slowly walking forward. Keeping a slight bend in that left knee if you need to. Try not to lock that knee out. You can relax the head and the neck. Maybe bending those elbows just a little bit more. If you need to, and if you have a block, you can place a block under the forehead to relax the head a little bit more. Releasing any tension. Next inhale, very slowly walking back up towards center. Then we'll switch sides. We'll extend that right leg, drawing that left leg in. Then when you're ready, very slowly walking those hands forward, coming down towards that forward fold. Dropping the head and the neck down towards that right leg. Next inhale, very slowly coming back up towards center. We'll extend both legs out towards the side. Again, keeping a slight bend in those knees. Get those hands center. Then when you're ready, slowly walking forward. You can stay lifted, or you can drop those elbows down, coming down towards those forearms. Finding that point that's comfortable for you. Then your next inhale, slowly walking back up towards center. We'll bring those feet back in, coming to that bound angle. Then we're going to release, and we're going to come onto the hands and knees, keeping those fingers spread wide. Your next inhale, we're going to round the spine, tucking the head in towards the chest, coming to our cat. Exhale, dropping the belly towards the earth, lifting through the head. Then coming back down towards that child's pose. Our next inhale, lifting back up towards that cat, drawing the head towards the chest. Exhaling, lifting the head, dropping the spine, coming back down towards that child's pose. Inhaling to lift, coming towards the cat, rotating back towards your cow, then sinking back down towards child's. Following your own breath for 3 more rounds. Just allowing that breath to guide you. Connecting the breath with the movements. And then when you're finished, just meeting back in the tabletop. We're going to slowly curl those toes under, lifting up, pushing back towards our downward dog. Taking a moment, pedaling at those feet. And slowly settling in towards that stillness. Next inhale, we're going to lift up that right leg. On an exhale, we're going to step that right foot to the outside of that right hand. You can drop that left knee down towards the ground, uncurling those toes. Coming into your low lizard. Just focus on the breath in that right hip. And then when you're ready, we're going to slowly walk that right foot over towards that left hand. Dropping that right knee down towards the ground and coming down towards that pigeon. If we get too comfortable, we're going to come up onto those fingertips. Your next exhale, we're going to lower the head and chest, lifting through those elbows. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to lift. Then one more time, exhaling to lower. And inhaling to rise. Then your next exhale, with that space you just created, you can drop down onto those forearms if you choose. You can cross those arms, bringing your forehead down towards the mat. Just finding any comfortable position that works for your body tonight. Coming back in towards that breath. Being aware of how your body feels at this moment. Your next inhale, very slowly starting to lift. You can curl those left toes under, placing those hands, fingers spread wide. We're going to lift up, stepping that right foot back towards that downward dog. Just taking a moment to pedal those feet. Noticing how one side feels compared to the other. Taking a moment, you can pedal at those feet. And then when you're ready, slowly walking those feet towards the top of your mat. Keeping this. Then your next inhale, we're going to lift up that left leg. On our exhale, stepping that left foot forward to the outside of that left hand. Dropping that right knee down towards the ground, uncurling those toes. Just finding that gentle lizard. Extending the breath down towards that left hip now. Allowing any tension to release here. And then when you're ready, walking that left foot over towards the right side of the mat. And lowering that left knee down, coming towards that pigeon. And again, come back up to towards those fingertips. Your next exhale, lowering the head and the chest. Inhaling to lift. Exhaling to lower. Inhaling to lift. Then one more time, exhaling to lower. And inhaling to rise. Then next exhale, dropping down to wherever's comfortable for you. Maybe it's staying lifted or maybe it's going down deeper. Just finding where the body's asking for you to go. There's no judgment. This is your practice. And in this moment here, nothing else matters. Next, inhale, you can slowly start to lift and back up onto those fingers. Putting those right toes under, lifting up, and then stepping that left foot back in towards your downward dog. Just taking a moment, you can pedal at those feet. And then when you're ready, slowly walking those feet towards the top of your mat. Keeping a slight bend in those knees. Keeping a slight bend in those knees, we're going to grab onto opposite elbows. We're going to let the head and the neck hang. Just gently sway from side to side. Just releasing any tension in that lower spine. Slowly coming back towards center, letting go of those elbows. On your next inhale, very slowly going to come all the way back to standing, letting your head and the neck be the last thing to lift. And then we're going to come to lying on our back with the knees bent. We're going to draw that right knee in towards our chest. So from here, we're going to grab onto the back of that calf or up closer towards the ankle. Keep it bend in that knee if you need to. We're going to draw the right leg closer towards the chest. You can slowly try to extend that right leg, maybe a little bit. Exhale, you can slowly let go, drawing that right knee back in towards the chest. And place that right hand on top of that right knee, rotate that right knee out to the right side. Next inhale, rotate that knee back towards center. And placing that left hand on top of that right knee, you're going to rotate that right knee over towards the left side. Recrossing those feet a little bit if you need to. Then extending that right arm long with a gaze over that right shoulder. Just coming in towards a twist. Dropping the feet and knees down towards the earth. That makes you feel comfortable. Just finding that comfortable spot. Coming back towards that breath. Noticing those inhales and exhales. Inhale very slowly, starting to lift, coming back towards center. Bring that right knee back in towards the chest. And exhale, you can release that right knee back down, placing that right foot on the ground, and then inhaling that left knee towards the chest. And again, from here, we're going to grab on towards that left leg, closer towards that ankle if you can. If not, you can grab onto the back of the thigh if that's too much. Just finding that spot that works for you. Letting go of any tightness, tension. Allowing the breath to focus on any tight areas, and allowing those muscles to relax. Next exhale, you can release, bending that left knee, hugging that knee in towards the chest. Placing that left hand on top of that left knee, you're going to rotate the left knee out towards the left side. Next inhale, drawing that knee back towards center. Then placing that right hand on the outside of that left knee. We're going to rotate that left knee over towards the right side, maybe crossing that foot over a little bit. Then extending that left arm long with the gaze over that left shoulder. Just finding that twist on the other side. Maybe closing down the eyes and focusing on that inner gaze. Inhale, very slowly starting to lift back up, coming back towards center. Bringing that left knee back in towards the chest. And drawing that right knee back in towards your chest, giving yourself a hug. You can gently roll from side to side if you choose, massaging at the spine. Or you can sit in stillness. Come back towards center. We're going to come into that happy baby. So grabbing onto the outsides of those feet. Just releasing any final tension in those hips. Again, maybe you're swaying from side to side. Maybe lengthening out those legs. Drawing those feet overhead. Or maybe finding that bound angle. Just finding any final variation that your body's asking for today. Just a couple more breaths. Then when you're ready, letting go of those feet, extending those feet up towards the sky. Hands can be on the belly or by your side. Just gently rotating those ankles. Maybe adding in those wrists if you choose. And switching direction. And coming back towards center, finding that stillness. And your next exhale, very slowly lowering those legs all the way down towards the ground. Allowing those feet to fall to each side. Hands by your side or resting on the belly. Allowing the mind to focus back in on that breath. Coming back towards the count of inhales and exhales. Finding that steady rhythm. Just simply allowing your body to feel light here. Allowing those eyes to close down. Relaxing the facial muscles. Relaxing the jaw. Relaxing the back of your head and neck. Now relaxing your shoulders, your arms, your wrists, and your fingers. Relaxing your upper back and your lower back. Relaxing your hips. Now relaxing your thighs, your calves, your ankles and your toes.
Gently allowing that body to settle in towards the stillness. Allowing just the movement of that breath, the tide of the inhales and the exhales. Allowing each breath to guide you to relaxation. Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. Gently roll your head from side to side, welcoming in back those little movements and towards the body. And then your next deep inhale, sweep those arms all the way overhead, lengthening out from the fingers to the toes. And then when you're ready, gently rolling over to one side. And slowly making your way back up into that comfortable seated position.
Just grounding back in towards that seat. Relaxing down those shoulders. Coming back towards each breath that you started your practice with today. Today may not have been your favorite day. Today could have brought more stress or anxiety towards you. But in this moment, you're one step closer to being where you need to be. Each day you'll experience good days and bad days. But how you choose to look at each day depends on you. Choose to honor yourself in each moment and live each day with positivity and surround yourself with love. Your next inhale, you sweep those hands all the way up overhead. Exhaling those hands down to heart center. Namaste. Thanks guys for practicing with me. If you guys have tried this before you guys go to bed, let me know how you guys feel, if you guys have a better sleep, and just let me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you. Bye.